Kayam Farm is 5 acres, 4 in cropland and 1 in animal pasture. We're not certified organic, but we do practice and teach sustainable agriculture. We have 2 acres of organically grown vegetables, a small vineyard, a small orchard, berries, asparagus, educational gardens, and a large greenhouse. And we're actually about to build a second greenhouse in our animal pasture. And part of the space is really dedicated towards education, volunteering, really a Jewish agricultural outdoor classroom. And part of it is also dedicated towards more production, really trying to grow as much food as we can for people to eat it. Because we believe that local, healthy, sustainably grown food is really an end in itself.
A little bit before 7, and I meet people in the field, and we do stretching exercises just to get ready for the day, and then I delegate farm tasks for everyone to do. So from 7 to 12, we're working in the field, and that means weeding a lot, harvesting here and there, planting, seeding, just general maintenance of the crops that are in the ground. It's the front field. People who come to Pearlstone for retreats will just walk the land. We want it to be aesthetically welcoming and pleasing and colorful and organized, and we want people to walk around and see fruits, and see vegetables.
Well, we grow a very broad and diverse sort of spectrum of vegetables here. Everything from root crops, carrots, radishes, turnips, beets, potatoes, to leafy vegetables, kale, collard greens, chard, and summer fruiting crops as well, melons and cucumber and tomatoes and peppers and eggplants and okra and all these things, lots of alliums, lots of onions and leeks and garlic as well. So, heirloom tomatoes and heirloom and rare varieties of fruiting things, more sort of high value crops. We also have berries here.
I made a sauce. I sliced them.
One of the big outlets for the produce here is the CSA, and that sort of drives our crop planning.
Community-supported agriculture, CSA, allows for people to invest their money into land, into a farm, and in turn they get a share of the produce for the growing season.
Eat one what? A raspberry?
So at the beginning of the season, they get their spring greens and their spring onions and stuff like that. And then lately, now that we're in the height of the summer, we're getting cucumbers and squash and tomatoes. And so our CSA members are learning that, you get what you get in the spring, and then this is what happens when the weather warms up, and then later they'll start getting more greens and more root crops and more squash.
It helps you understand the dynamics of a community and of the need of systems and the need of learning how to preserve and to share and to sell and to distribute. So it taught me an awful lot. And to be able to encourage and support Kayam in its financial needs, its economic needs, by being a member of the CSA, and encouraging them to teach others about what is the experience of abundance or lack or risk it's a great gift.
Animals provide a fundamental part of Kayam's educational program. The Jewish lens of tza'ar ba'alei chayim, not causing pain to animals, really is a rich mine. There's so much Judaic textual resources and ethics around care of animals. According to Judaism, you have to feed your animals before yourself, and there's all sorts of rules around how to take care of animals. Having animals here and getting to really explore and learn and showcase those Jewish ethics around animal care is really exciting. It really makes it more concrete and real in a way that you would never get out of a book or in a closed classroom. The experience of actually coming here and seeing, wow, this is what chickens are like. This is what they do when they're happy, when they're able to scratch and peck and dust bathe and chase each other around the yard. These are really lessons that we as a society absolutely must learn and understand first person, so that we in our subsequent generations can make changes and build a sustainable, ethical system of food production.
We have challenges before us, and we have a very complex world in which we're operating, but we're doing very good work. And the more you eat our food, the more you manifest that good work in your own daily lives. So.
Stagger-lee-oh, please don't take my life. You know I got 2 little darling babies, 10 a little loving wife.